Hi. So today we are going to discuss about the human rights, which is related to in your perspectives in education. So let us start. So origin and development of human rights. So the first human rights mentioned in Universal Declaration 1948. It is the set global human rights standards after World War II, adopted by the United Nations on December 10th, 1948, and with India as a founding signatory. Okay, Universal Declaration 1948 in United Nations. Then, if you observe of the Indian Constitution, so Article 14 to 32 guarantees fundamental rights like equality, freedom, and religious liberty, influenced by the Universal Declaration human rights. And then Right to Education Act, okay, Article 21A added via 86th Amendment. It's like free and compulsory education for all the children between 6 to 14 years through Right to Education Act 2009. So then National Human Rights Commission 1993. It is established to investigate human rights violation and recommended remedies in education and beyond. Then Sustainable Development Goals. Okay, India committed to SDG 4, that is a Sustainable Development Goals for Quality Education, and SDG 10 reduce the inequities inequalities informing in the like about the curriculum. So education as a human right. So Article 21A of the Indian Constitution guarantees the education as a fundamental right and aligned with the Universal Development Human Rights Article 26 and Sustainable Development Goal 4. So what is mentioned here? So access like free access, free books, uniforms, then infrastructure within like the school should be within 1 kilometer radius, okay, for the primary children. So it is mentioned about the Right to Education Act now for the children 16 to 40 years. Then protection. So there is a zero discrimination on the basis of gender, caste, religion, or region, or disability. So, as the government Right to Education Act, Section 325 and Article 15 of Indian Constitution. Then, quality learning, holistic development, trained teachers, and adequate resource as a mandate. RTE Act Section 19 to 23. Okay, this is about the education has a human rights in Indian Constitution. Then human rights education HRE. It is a structure to post human rights culture in school as per the national curriculum framework. Okay, as per AP syllabus like so human rights there should be a knowledge, values, skills, and action. So, understanding the fundamental right, Article 14 to 32 of the Indian Constitution, uh, UDHR principles, and the Right to Education Act ensure the educational rights for all the children. Then, value respect, dignity, equality, and non discrimination, fostering empathy and promoting justice and fraternity. So, you should respect and you should consider equally, and there should not be no discrimination. Then skills, developing the skills, thinking to spot rights violation, conflict resolution, communication advocacy, and analyzing uh, NHRC cases. Then action, empowering the student to define the right via parliament, school audit, community campaign, and Bal Sabhas under Right to Education Act 21. So, these are the dimensions together build the responsible citizen who upload the constitutional and democratic values. So right, you should give the knowledge, you should value the person, you should inculcate the skills, and you should take the action. So role of a teacher in human rights education. So as per the NCF National Curriculum Framework and Andhra Pradesh District Selection Committee syllabus, the teacher must fulfill these key responsible model rights, responding behavior. Okay, demonstrate that equality by treating all the students fairly. Okay, as it is mandated in section 29 Right to Education Act. Okay, so you should treat everyone equality. Okay, then create safe spaces. So you should establish the inclusive environment, zero discrimination policies, and material reflecting the constitution value. So advocate for children, addressing the rights violation by reporting concern national or state commission for protection of child rights and supporting school grievance mechanism. So if there some violence is happening, then you have to report to the NCPCR or SCPCR. Okay, it is a national or state commission for protection of children rights. Okay, then you should support them. Then classroom, how you are going to be implement this. There is a anti-discriminatory practices. So treat each and every student equal irrespective of their background, abilities or gender. Then you should make sure that the student-centered approach, okay, that value the diverse opinion. You should take the opinion, let them students to participate in the classroom. Then inclusive teaching. So the material and methods of teaching to be all the learning, all the people can learn from your way of teaching. Then critical thinking. So you have to question the social norms and recognizing the bias. So these are the classroom implications. Okay. Then what is the government initiatives for the human rights programs in India? One is RTE, Right to Education Act 2009 and National Education Policy 2020, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan and Child Helpline 1098. Okay, so Right to Education Act 2009 says guarantee of free and compulsory education for all the children from 16 to 14 years. So and 25% reservation for the disadvantaged groups in a private schools. Then NEP 2020 says that emphasize an equitable and inclusive education for all, aims to achieve 100% GER in the uh, school by 2030. Then Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan is the flagship program for the universal elementary education, special focus on girl children and marginalized groups. Okay, child helpline, it is 1098. Please do remember, it is a 24 hours helpline for children in distress, connect to emerging services and children protection agencies. Then let us discuss about the multiple choice question. The Right to Education Act was implemented in which year? The answer is 2010. Okay, which article in the Indian Constitution deal with the right to education? So the Article 21A. Then human rights are protected under which part of the Indian Constitution? It is the fundamental rights. Then human rights aim to promote. So what they are going to promote? Dignity, freedom and equality. Human rights education promotes what? It is going to promote social justice and peace. Who is the primary response for the implementing of right to education in schools? Who is responsible? The government is the responsible. Then, so here the question: the minimum age of employment in India, it is 14 years. Okay. Then NCF National Curriculum Framework 2005 emphasizes the which approach? The approach is, it is the constructivist approach. And which committee associated with the right to education implementation? Like it is school management committee. Okay, then children rights in education, there is a survival rights, development rights, protection rights, and participation rights. So survival rights, access to nutrition, shelter, clean water, and health care. Then development rights, opportunity for education, play, leisure, and culture. Protection rights, safety from abuse, neglect, and exploitation. Participation rights, children voices heard in decision affecting them. So women rights education also, if you observe from 1981 to till 2021, it is increasing. So human rights challenges, why it is not getting properly. So there is a discrimination issue, there is a thing, caste based discrimination, gender disparities, economic barriers, and disabilities discrimination. Then implementation gaps, inadequate infrastructure, teacher shortages, lack of awareness, monitoring challenges. Then small like tips for you, focus on definitions, okay, and like rights and legislations, things you should understand. Then create mind map, you should link with the human rights concept with the constitutional provisions and education implementations. We already, and daily at least attempt 20 multiple choice questions, and so that you will be go ahead in your exams. So thank you for watching Mohan's teaching corner. Please like and share and subscribe. Thank you.